For NJ Advanced Media, I am Connor Hughes here at Raymond James Stadium, where the New York Jets have just dropped their 6th game of the season, an ugly one to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, final score 15-10. And you know what this game basically does, while it's not technically official, is it does eliminate the Jets from postseason contention. I mean, you're in a situation now where the Jets, in order to make the playoffs, are going to have to get a little lucky in terms of having some teams lose to open up a wild card position, and also pretty much win their way out. I mean, it doesn't look like 9-7 or 8-8 is going to get it done in the AFC this year, which means the Jets are going to have to be at a minimum 10-6, which means that they're going to have to pull out victories over teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. Basically, long story short is that it's not going to be easy for the Jets to make the postseason. And because the Jets are now technically or almost technically eliminated, you can start thinking about a switch here at the quarterback position. Now, this is not saying that the Jets are going to bench Josh McCown this week. This is not saying the Jets are going to bench Josh McCown in 2 weeks, but it's now at the situation where around the corner, you're probably going to get to a position where you're going to see Bryce Petty, and then you're going to see Christian Hackenberg. Because the way that this year is going for the Jets is that they're going to need to figure out who's going to be their franchise quarterback going forward. If that guy is not on the roster right now, then you're going to have to get him on the roster in 2018. Even if Josh McCown comes back, which I know Mike McCagnon hinted it last week, you're still going to need to get another guy in here. Maybe that's drafting a quarterback wherever the Jets are picking, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there, signing somebody, trading up and getting somebody, or taking somebody in the second round. All those options are on the table, but you can't go forward with that option unless you know that Bryce Petty is not that guy and that Christian Hackenberg is not that guy. And you're not going to figure out if either of those guys are or aren't the guy unless you play him. So, you know, now that we're in a situation where the Jets are all but certain, you know, pretty much basically, like I said, essentially eliminated from postseason, now is when you can start saying, okay, when is it time to turn it over to the young guys? Like I said, I don't think it's going to be this week, but maybe it's the week after that. Maybe it's the week after that. We'll see. You know, but now we're at the point in this season, certainly a lot later than a lot of people expected, where it's looking like it's time almost for Bryce Petty or Christian Hackenberg. For NJ Advanced Media, I'm Connor Hughes.